As we mentioned earlier, millions of Americans across the Northeast and Midwest are under air quality alerts as smoke from Canadian and Minnesota wildfires settles in. At the same time, some of the same areas are seeing severe heat. So here to explain what this combination does and how to protect ourselves is CBS News medical correspondent Dr. Céline Gounder, who's also editor-at-large for public health at KFF Health News. So how bad is the air right now, and what does that mean for our health?
So New York City's air quality index hit 192 on Wednesday night, and Minneapolis topped 280. So that, to put that in context, is unhealthy and hazardous. So this is not 2023 all over again. People might remember those orangey skies, but there is a heat dome that is parked over the country, which is pushing temperatures up to near 100 degrees, and it's also trapping the smoke from the wildfires closer to the ground so that we're inhaling it more.
Wow, okay, so we keep getting these smoke events. What's driving them?
Well, climate change. Climate change is real. Hotter, drier summers are turning forests in Canada and the United States into fuel. So fire seasons are running longer and they're burning harder. And what we're seeing is we've really erased progress related to the Clean Air Act. Since 2016, wildfire smoke has wiped out about a quarter of those gains. And big picture, it's not just about getting filters for your home, it's cutting fossil fuel emissions, heating the planet and preparing for what will be a hotter, smokier future. That isn't our future. So that includes things like clean air shelters and emergencies like this, as well as stronger building standards.
So earlier when we were talking to Tom Hansen, he was talking about how tiny these particles are, and that's why you need a KN95 mask. What else can you tell us about that and what we can do?
Yeah, so these tiny particles are called PM2.5. They're a fraction of the width of a human hair. And so as a result, they're small enough to lodge deep inside your lungs where you're not going to be able to cough that out. And they can cross into your blood across the blood vessel wall. This can set off asthma attacks, can cause heart attacks and strokes. And sometimes that can happen even within hours. And unfortunately, wildfire smoke also looks to be more toxic than regular city pollution and is already tied to tens of thousands of deaths a year.
So air purifier, those masks, those are some crucial things, right?
Yeah, so at least in the short term, exactly. MERV 13 filters for your HVAC systems or a portable air filtration unit. Outside, the N95 masks, cloth masks and surgical masks are not going to cut it here. And then having cooling centers, schools and landlords need to be paying closer attention to this. And a website to have bookmarked is airnow.gov. You can see what the air quality is like in your area. If you're older, if you're pregnant, if you have heart or lung disease, or if it's a child, you need to be taking this more seriously.
Dr. Céline Gounder, thank you.